These ain't glorified gang of prison stories, man. These is lived experiences. Welcome back to the Swang Low Podcast Show. Dude Rock Creek. It's an absolute pleasure to be back here at this roundtable live amongst my rock roundtable family. Salute to all of y'all for joining me. Now, look, before I jump into this video, let me take this opportunity now to ask, if you haven't already did it, to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Swang Low Podcast Show. Do Rock Creep. I would greatly appreciate that, man. It's needed to get us further into the algorithm, and that's the goal. And I know y'all want to see us get further into the algorithm, because the further we go up, y'all going with us. You feel me? That's all part of this family structure here at this round table. You know, I'm gonna say everyday reunion. I'm gonna try to make it an everyday reunion, man. You feel me? Where we are putting something out there for the people, man. You feel me? But shout out to Miss Golden. She said, "Hi, big head, y'all." Hey, that's what Miss Golden called me in our private life. You know what I'm saying? She got, you know, little names for me. I got little names for her. Of course, y'all probably heard me call her uh a couple of, well, I call her mama. You know what I'm saying? Diddy did it. What's up, bro? I see you. Shout out to the Big D Detroit in the house. For sure, for sure. But again, like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already did it, man. Y'all already got me off track. You feel me? And hey, I take great pleasure, and I don't have a problem with asking the people to subscribe to the show, to like the show, to share the show. You feel me? And even participate. Jump in the comment section, man. We live right now. Jump in the live chat, man. Say something. I encourage participation of all kind, other than, we don't want no negative stuff. I don't care what nobody else is saying, what nobody else have said about me, what nobody else got going on, or if it's negative, we ain't trying to have none of that, man. We're not entertaining any of it at all. You feel me? If somebody is taking the time out their day and utilizing that energy to, speak any bad or negative this way, God will take care of it. We're not entertaining. You feel me? But shout out to everybody, man, that's able to make this live, that was able to pull up. Y'all see what the title is. Now, look, this was supposed to be a video. I recorded a 40-minute video that I've been trying to upload to the channel for the last 2 days. And for whatever reason, it won't upload. You feel me? Now, my boy told me, what was that, yesterday or probably the day before, the 4G and the 5G, there's a major difference, in the upload speed. You feel me? But man, I would have been waiting another 24 hours. Yesterday, when I was loading that video, all that time I was waiting all the way up until we did that live yesterday. It was still loading, right? And it was only at 60%. From 10 o'clock in the morning yesterday we did that live, around 5 yesterday, and we was on for an hour. So from 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock, when I looked and seen it was only 60%, man, we're gonna go ahead and do this thing live, man. You feel me? Now, Wizard, I see you. What's up, bro? Shout out to my bro Wizard, man. You feel me? That's my family out there in Australia. You feel me? Shout out to everybody out in Australia. Bunch of great people out there. They've showed me nothing but love, been embracing and all that. So salute to all the people out in Australia. Shout out to my boy Biff over at the Chaos Chronicles. You feel me? All love. What's up, Wiz? I see you, Brody. But yeah, y'all see what the title is, man. And I hate I wasn't able to deliver that video to y'all. We just gonna have to just start doing our lives. I would much prefer that than be waiting all day to upload a video. It probably would have took a good 24 hours for that video to load. No cap. You feel me? So I guess we just gonna start doing lives, man. When we wanna reach our people, we just start doing lives. Hopefully y'all make the time to pull up when we do them. But on to this topic. Has prison made me a racist? right? Okay, that's a wonderful question, a great question to anybody. And you would think like, man, this dude been in prison for 31 years straight. He has seen the worst of the worst, has been through the worst of the worst. And if y'all not in California, you've probably heard the many, many different stories. I've brought many to this channel about how racially divided the California prison system is. You feel me? And due to all the riots, due to all the different conflicts that, you know, uh, the different races in prison and California prisons has had over the years, you would think that I would be an all-out racist because I've described to y'all all the wars, right? The many different wars that I've been involved in when I've actually gotten attacked by Hispanics, I've done attacking. You feel me? You know, I've had them try to stab me. I've stabbed a couple of them. You feel me? Yeah, man. You would think going through that, and it don't just start there. I've told y'all stories about the Los Angeles County Jail when we was going at it with the Southern Hispanics. I've told y'all stories about that. But you would think after going through all that stuff and dealing with those issues that will leave a person extremely jaded to the point of, having all out hatred, for people. But see, this is my thing. The way that I look at this is we all have some type of prejudice. We all have some type of racist point of view or outlook to something. It don't even necessarily have to be involving people, but to something, to some degree. And we probably have attached ourselves to things that can be considered, of a racist nature, right? Without consciously knowing this. You feel me? But when it comes to me, no, prison has not made me a racist. I wasn't brought up in the household to hate people. My mom's never preached hatred in our household to no other ethnicity group ever, not once. So I wasn't raised in the house hating other races. I was raised in the house to be aware that these racist people are out there because of the color of your skin. They're not going to like you. So you have to be, on point and aware of what's out there. As a young black man that's going to come up in this world, you're going to see a lot. And it's not going to all be good. You feel me? So I was brought up in a household like that, man, to be made aware. Period. Diddy said people get racism and prejudice confused. I believe we as black people oftentimes are excuse me, y'all, prejudicial towards other people based on their skin color, but we can never be racist. Hey, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can have a point of view that can be racist, of just a specific point of view, right? But not have a complete overall racist mind state. You feel me? If that makes sense. We could take bits and pieces of different things, different situations, and hate it and attach it to a certain ethnicity, and then leave it alone, right? Let me use me as an example. Diddy say this is a great topic. Yes, it is. He also said the similarities of prejudice versus races are so similar that it's a thin line between love and hate. For real, for real. My bro, Beach Boy, shout out to Beach Boy, man. It's my brody out there. I'm glad you was able to pull up, bro. I know you be working hard. Got a lot of other responsibilities. I appreciate you taking the time out to show up, bro. Much love and respect always to you. Now, yeah, Diddy did it. You are absolutely right, boy. You hitting the nail right on the head. I swear. That's why I love having you here. But yeah, man. I don't. believe that I look at a whole entire race. I'm gonna use the Hispanics as an example, right? Being that I've been to war with these dudes a number of times over the years in prison and in Los Angeles County Jail, right? And even on the streets, right? I don't think that any of that has played a role in how I view the overall people of Hispanics. I probably have a deep dislike for some gang members that are Hispanic, but the overall people, nah, I don't dislike, I don't hate, none of that. I'm actually embracive of a lot of things that come with the Hispanic culture as well as whites. You feel me? I'm prejudiced against those that have brought harm to me or tried to, that has brought harm to the people that I love and care for. I'm prejudiced against those people. And if they happen to be gang members, you feel me, or have some type of ties or affiliation to a gang, definitely, I do not like you, period. And that's not sugarcoating it or, you feel me, like I don't like you, period. And you don't have to be Hispanic. You don't have to be white. You can be a black man doing certain things that disgust me. And that prejudice will definitely set in against you. I don't care what color you are. You feel me? And based on that, I've been in prison a number of years the way that I have and has gone through the things, it gives you, believe it or not, it gives you a deeper appreciation for if you grew up having friends of different ethnicities, it gives you a deeper appreciation for being able to have those relationships, especially if you still maintain those relationships to this day. I've known people, I've grown up with people, man, of different races that the ones that I'm in contact with, we're still cool to this day. The gang banging stuff never played an issue in any of how we get down with each other. You feel me? These comments. Diddy said American psychiatrist known for developing the crest theory of color, confrontation, and racism. Throw that up on the board. Diddy did it on one day. Hey, that's real, bro. And hey, did it. See, what's crazy is this, right? I don't know if it was you or matter of fact, it was my boy J Dub, right? SGV, that that yesterday during the live, somebody jumped in the chat and said that a couple of dropout guys was saying some bad things about me, right? And I didn't know if it was true or not. I just responded just based on how I was seeing those individuals getting down with my bro, chill, right? However, you do have people that will jump out there to create situations between people and then step back and see how these two react without involving themselves, sort of like throwing a rock and then hiding your hands. You got people that will do that. Jump out there, try to start something, between a black and a Hispanic. Now, I've seen that happen in prison too, where you will have a renegade person, right? I've told the story about when I was in High Desert State Prison and we on the yard and a riot pop off between the blacks and the northern Hispanics, right? Now, the reason why that happened is because you had this black guy. I believe he was from the Bay Area. He stayed like a couple of cells down from me. I used to deal with this dude all the time, right? So I felt like, if there was anything going on, that he felt the need to address without it being a confrontation, he had all rights to come talk to me or any other black that was in there to let us know that it was an issue that was going on between him and a Hispanic, right? He never did that. Never did that. And the door was always open. Like I said, I dealt with the guy all the time. Well, he come out to the yard. We on the weight pal. So where we work out at, our area was right in front of the building that I was in, that I was housed in. So when he come out, we the first people he see. This fool walked right by us. I believe I even said what's up to him as he walked by and went on his way, right? Straight on the other side of the yard. So we go about our business, finish working out and all this and that. Next thing you know, we hear, get down, get down, get down, right? The correctional officers is screaming at everybody to get down on the ground. It's an incident going on. So when we look across the yard, we see this situation going on, but we don't know who is involved. You know what I mean? We just see it was how that situation played out. This dude, the black guy that I told you walked past us, didn't say nothing, went over into a crowd of North Daniels and socked the North Daniels shot caller. Got off on him. Now, bro, this is the shot caller, meaning he's gonna have all his soldiers around him. This black dude didn't care about none of that. Not only did he not care about that, he didn't care about us because he didn't let none of the other blacks know that, for one, that he had some type of issue with these guys. And secondly, that he was going to come out to the yard and do some BS like that, right? Don't let nobody know. So bam, when he get off on the shot caller, all 15 or 20, however many of them, the North Daniels that was over there in that area, that man, they was on him. They looked like a whole bunch of ants, right? And that's probably the best way to describe the North Daniels. No disrespect to them, right? However, if you know anything about ants, ants are probably the most organized, structured species on the planet because they can move as one. They build, they create, they move as one, as an army. That's exactly how these guys are, the North Daniels, right? So when bro go over there and take off on the head shot caller, all of them rushing. So bam, while we on way on the other side of the yard looking at this, we like, who is that? We trying to figure out who it is. Then we start seeing a couple of blacks running over there to assist this dude. That's when we figured out it's a black dude. And still, when all this was going on, we did not know that it was this guy from the Bay Area that was over there getting packed out by all these dudes, right? Still didn't know until after everything was done and over with. So bam, you have situations like that, bro, that I am completely against. Renegade, I call them type of guys renegades, right? Does no good for nobody because that type of thing right there can spark off a war that would last a long time. And I've told y'all, when wars start in prison, they don't end fast. That's nothing that you're gonna brush off and it be cool. That ain't how it works. Wizard say, yeah, you can tell you're dirty on gang members. Hey, Wizard, let me tell you this, bro. My problem with the gang members is this. And when I say gang members, I mean the Hispanic gang members, right? My problem, and again, it ain't even all of them. It's specific ones that that be on that BS. You feel me? The ones that be on the BS, I have a zero tolerance for, period. And you find those kind quite often, believe it or not. Diddy said, made the sister Wilson rest in power. Wizards say it's understandable. Think nothing of it, brother. Okay, now ask yourself, who are you racist towards? That's from Diddy. Your front yard. They in the chat going crazy. Um, yeah, man. You do have those type of renegades, bro, that would jump out there, bro, and go try to start some stuff for whatever reason. And nobody is ever bigger than the program. So I'm definitely like, I have a real issue with that. I have a real issue with certain gang members, that be on that BS. Feel me? Straight up. I'm gonna use these people as an example, right? Well, no, I ain't gonna even say these people's name. But think about this. You have a lot of PCs and SNY guys that has gotten out of prison, that has jumped online, right? And has said a lot of crazy stuff, right? About, excuse me, I'm gonna cut this camera off. But they have said a lot of crazy stuff about blacks, such as us being scared, so scared to hold a knife after we put in work. There we go. All right, but you had some guys that were saying that blacks are so scared that we would throw our knife instead of getting caught with it after we put in work, right? You have stuff like that. That's racist to me. That's the type of stuff that I'm completely against. Then you have other people that will say, oh, they fall in line with the Southern Hispanics. They can't think for themselves. Whatever the Southern Hispanics put out there, the blacks follow suit. That's false. Oh, the blacks don't have politics. The blacks don't check paperwork. The blacks don't do this. That type of stuff, I'm completely prejudiced against. And I will always have something to say when you have these type of guys and the uninformed people that's on the streets that don't know nothing about no prison other than what they hearing from a PC. Hold on, y'all. But yeah, uninformed people that's out there, man, that don't know nothing about no prison life, no nothing. You feel me? Will jump out there and say all this wild stuff, man, you know, and that's the type of stuff that I'm against. When you have that way of thinking, you know, against us, I have extreme prejudice towards you, and I don't care who you are. And we've seen a number of people get out of these SNY PC yards, blacks, Mexicans, whites, you name it, right? Them the ones that I'm prejudiced against, right there. And if they just so happen to be gang members, oh yeah, even worse. Period. And this is coming from a gang member, right? A gang associate. I don't jump online and advertise and push the gang stuff. I believe, I'm almost positive you can go through all my videos, all of them that's on this channel, and you're not gonna find that type of content. Now, have I had gang members on my show? Absolutely. Absolutely. You know why? Because these are guys that has been through the same walk that I've been through, that a lot of y'all out there that may catch this, that has, you know, walked that walk in this life, in this gang life, and was one of the blessed and fortunate ones to make it to the other side. A lot of us ain't made it to the other side, and unfortunately wasn't able to make it to the other side due to losing their life. I think about my deceased homies all the time, all the time, all the time, man. And I sit back and I wonder, like, how would they be looking at this game? Because if I'm looking at it the way that I am, how would they be looking at it? And then you have people out there that will put everything on the dead homies. That is cancerous to my ears every time I hear it. Because them people cannot defend themselves. They're not here to defend themselves or whatever you putting on. Put that on your mama. Put that on your dead kids, if you have some. Put that on your kids. Why are you putting that on a dude that you met in the street? Yeah, the topic is racist. Did he did it? You know what I'm saying? But you know, like I said, I had a video prepared that was completely on this. But I'm you know, I'm dibbing and dabbing. All this has to do with the same thing. It's all relative, brother. You feel me? It's all relative. Because it's about me. Did I come to prison and become racist? And my thing is this, right? You have people that was brought up in households that was brought up on complete racist ways of thinking and ways of living. right? So whatever you was before you came to prison, once you come to prison, that shit is gonna heighten by 10. So if you're in a household getting taught a whole bunch of racist stuff, then you mess up and go to prison, guess what? Guess what? All those teachings about hatred is gonna be heightened by 10. What is my definition of racism? Come on, man. I'm a black man and you asking me that? Seriously? My definition of racism is probably the definition that most blacks and some gang members, um, you know, go by. Feel me? Racism to me is a way that you think that comes out in how you engage with other people that is not of the same race as you, right? So let me use this as an example. If I was a racist, right, there is no way that I would be able to embrace my brother Wizard, who's in the chat right now. He's not black. You feel me? It's a number of people that's not black that absolutely taps into this show that I embrace, that I got a lot of love and respect for. It's a way of thinking, bro. And if your thinking is on that level of being a racist, and we all know what racists are, right? Anything that comes to bring me harm, my family, my community, right? That's what I am against, period. And if you fall up under the category of being a racist with racist thoughts, ways of living, like we see, some hillbilly people, you know what I'm saying? That's, you know, on their bullshit. That's what I'm against. Now let me ask you this, Diddy. What do you consider to be racism? Up high. Oh, what's up with my bro, man? Hey, I ain't heard from you in a while, up high. Shout out to you, my bro. Much love always. Always a positive voice here at the round table, man. Good brother right there. Shout out to Up High. He also has introduced a number of different topics to me to bring to the show. So salute, bro. You did it. Where you at? Okay, here you go. Let me brief these other people real quick before I get up in here. Beach Boy said, I'm not racist myself, but the community I'm from doesn't have a good black and brown relationship. We just match energy. Point blank, period. Same here, Beach Boy. The same thing that y'all deal with out there in the LBC, we deal with the same thing in the SGV. Same identical stuff, bro, when it comes to black and brown relations. However, in a lot of our households, we're not brought up to hate another race, but you have other races that are brought up to hate us. So just imagine if you're in a household, your mother, father, grandmother, grandfather, brothers and sisters, all brought up on hate. You go to prison, guess what? You're going to be 10 times even worse than you was when you go back out. That's a fact. Jackpot third, that's the young homie right there. Keep pushing your message, OG. Trades, triple gang all day. I appreciate you, man. And you keep pushing them videos out, bro. I love what you're doing. Keep pushing them videos out. Consistency is the key. You feel me? And like I told you, I'm gonna support your movement. You know what I'm saying? Because I see what you're trying to do, man, and that's great. Face the Music said, if you were not before, then the California prison system will immediately make you extremely race conscious. I couldn't have said it better myself. Racism is definitely a state of mind, and I can never be a racist because I don't control the institutions. Did it. That's what I'm saying. It's a way of thinking, bro. You feel me? If like I just pointed out, if you're brought up like that in your household and that's all you know, then you mess up and go to prison. Especially in California, I can't attest to how other states or even in other countries. I've heard, from different people, different things, right? I can only attest for what goes on in California, right? And like I've told y'all, California is the absolute most racist environment that you will ever be placed in any institution, period. Did it said economics, education, entertainment, labor. I can see that other words that politics, religion, sex. That's why I am saying oftentimes people confuse racism and prejudicial matters. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, the things that I consider to be racist is this: going around in different communities and writing Nigger killer on the walls throughout the community, right? That's what I consider to be racist. That's why I say certain gang members I hate. And the ones that do that type of stuff right there, that's why I feel the way that I feel towards certain ones. It's not all of them, and it's not the whole race of people. Y'all have to understand that. It's a difference. In California, I can't speak for no other state, but in California, that's what they do, bro. That's what they do. And that don't just happen in my community where there's major tension in different communities, such as like my bro Beach Boy pointed out there in the LBC. Man, come on, man. They do that type of thing, bro. And these guys would boldly jump behind the camera and tell you that they are NK. NK, Nigger with the hard ER. K. Beach Boy said that's crazy because racism talk is taught. I've never seen a black household push that hate narrative. We be more inviting and cool. That's exactly what, hey, Beach Boy, you know we here. You know we here, bro. You feel me? That's a fact. Oh, up too high, up high said, has God talked to you yet? Can you share with us with your experience with God? Um, I think I spoke on this before, right? I think I spoke on this before. I'm gonna get back to the other stuff though. Did it? We ain't done. I love this interaction though, man. But my experience with God, bro, has been tested over the years. You feel me? Being in prison, being trapped inside this cell for as long as I have, right, and dealing with a lot of the things that I've dealt with over the years, my relationship with God definitely has been tested, and I find myself questioning Him, right? And who am I to question God with, some of the horrible things that I've done in my lifetime? I'm not a perfect person. Not at all. And I don't look for sympathy for the things that I've done. For the things that I didn't get caught for, I'm paying for it right now. 31 years of it right now. For the things that I didn't get caught for. What I'm actually in prison for, I didn't do. Period. You feel me? But being that I am here and I've had to face and deal with a lot of stuff, and take a lot of losses. I've lost family members. I've lost homies, that I would never get back. My uncle died when he was 51 years old, man, from cancer. 51. I'm 53. What you think was going through my head when I turned 51? And this is one of my absolute favorite, adored, loved uncles that I lost to cancer, right? When I turned 51, what do you think was going through my mind? Because all that time I'm questioning why he had to lose his life like that to this. And then after he passed away, my grandmother passed away. Same thing, cancer. So when you are, in prison and you know, you dealing with this type of stuff, man, I was in complete conflict with God. My relationship ain't been the best with him. Because if I got to question any action that still, it sits with me to this day, those losses. And I got to question God behind this, then no, my relationship ain't right with him. You feel me? And I know it's easier said than done. You have to find some type of peace. They're not in pain no more. They're not suffering, and man, F all that. I'm not trying to hear none of that. You can't make me understand or feel any different than no Bible, nothing. Nothing. So if I'm questioning these things behind these losses to these people that meant anything to me, my relationship ain't been perfect with it, bro. That's why that topic right there, I don't really like touching it, because I might say something that will offend people that really, really believe in. And I'm not saying that I'm an atheist or I'm a devil worshiper or none. I believe in God, but I'm in conflict with it. Period. Will I suffer for that? Maybe. But I feel like I'm on the side of righteousness just based on I'm a human being. I love these people, and these people, all these losses, and it ain't just my family, it's homies, it's my homeboys. They done lost their mamas, daddies. Mother's Day and Father's Day come around, man. I this last Mother's Day, right? I didn't post anything on my social media in regards to Mother's Day when it comes to my mom's or my sister or my woman, Miss Golden, or any woman, for that matter. I think I posted something on here, but on Facebook, Instagram, and all, I didn't do none of that. You know why? Because I got up that morning and I turned on my social media and I'm seeing my homeboys, right? Posting old photographs of their moms and you know, I, you know, hey, even my girl, Miss Golden, she lost her dad. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm thankful that I still got my mama here on earth with me, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm in conflict with God, period. Ain't nothing nobody can say or do to make me feel any better about that situation, man, until my mind is fixed on that situation as far as me questioning why he took these people that I love, period. Maybe my mind will be fixed one day when it comes to that. Who knows? But it's something that, I will always have a problem with. Face the Music said if black people ever decided to be racist and assert their physical dominance on the country, it would be the end of everything. We just don't have that gene defect as a race. That's a fact. That's a fact, Face. Up high said, that's so deep with pain in your voice. You was a beast in the street with no conscience. How many lives would you have taken being in the streets? He saved you and your future victims. Hey, this is deep, man. This is deep, bro. But that's a fact. I believe, man, due to my homies losing their life in the ways that they did. One of my homies, my road dog, the person that I was like this with, I grew up in this game with. I ate at his house, he ate at my house. We stole cars together, we stole bikes together, we messed with girls together, right? And 1998, I was in Salinas Valley State Prison and I got a letter. And this letter told me that my homeboy that I was like this with, his name was Diamond, by the way. Rest in peace to my homeboy Diamond Blue. I get a letter telling me that my homeboy got killed. Not only did he get killed, but the way he got killed, I would never be able to you know get that image out my head as far as how it happened. And how it ended up happening is it was a confrontation between him and another guy. The guy showed up to the house where my homie Diamond was at. My homie Diamond went and answered the door. He's holding his little baby. At that time, his baby was a baby, probably not even 1 year old. He's holding his baby. This guy show up, blow his face off while he holding his baby. This is somebody that I was with every day. My mama, everybody know him. Everybody. Every day. My other homeboy that I was tight with like this, rest in peace to my homie Spook Low too. He get out of YA, California Youth Authority, man. This was 1994. Right before I got out of prison. I ain't even get to see him. I ain't seen my homeboy Spook since 1991, I believe. 1991. That was the last time I seen him, right? He get killed in 1994, right? Like probably a month before I got out of prison. On his way to work, sitting in his car. Gunned down. You feel me? It's stuff like that, bro, that I could have been with these dudes when all this took place. And it's a whole bunch of us that has lived this lifestyle that has suffered the same losses. It ain't just me, I understand that. That has suffered the same losses, bro. So yeah, prison probably did save my life and saved others because in a whole bunch of different situations that I had to sit in here and hear about, I know how I would have responded to a lot of those things. So you're absolutely right, man. Prison saved me, and it saved quite a few other people too. That's a hard, cold, ugly fact. You feel me? Beach Boy said, everyone has their own relationship when it comes to God. I'm sure everyone has questioned why certain things happen or how could God allow the good people to be taken. Yeah, man. Diddy did it say he's still laughing at what Up High say. What did he say? Up High say, we believers in the King of Kings, Jesus Christ, Yeshua, loves you so much. Read Sal, turn into Paul. Read about Paul. Your freedom is near, brother. Thank you, Up High. Hey, man, see, Up High is deep. You know what I'm saying? Up High is deep, man. I'm not offended by any of the questions. Don't get me wrong. I'm passionate about this stuff. You feel me? And like I always tell y'all, I encourage the participation. This participation is bomb. You feel me? And it needs to be had. You see how we started off on the racist thing and it went, I love that. It don't have to be on one topic. I always tell y'all, jump in the chat, suggest something, throw something out there. Let's talk back and forth. That's what this is for. We family here. Everybody that's here is supposed to be here. Everybody. I love all y'all, bro. That's real. Without y'all, man, come on, man. This golden, this golden said, change the topic, please. It is a touchy topic, man. It is a touchy topic, man. You feel me? But man, hey, just thinking about the whole God thing, man, like it's deep, man. I don't even have discussions with people about religion. You know what I'm saying? Religion has started wars. You know what I mean? People be so deep and passionate about religion, man, and it's nothing to play with. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. But I don't talk about it a lot because like I said, I don't want to offend people with my ways of thinking from what I've experienced. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, religion and politics, Diddy did it. Facts. And look, you don't hear me talking about either one on the platform, right? That's for a reason, right? We could be having like we having this peaceful conversation right now. You'll get a wild hair person to come out of nowhere and to disrupt the whole thing. And then I end up having to go in on him. Then y'all might go in on him, and we don't. Man. So I try to stay away from that, man, because as far as the religious, I know that things is gonna happen. That it's just gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that I'm big enough to question God, but if in my mind I'm questioning Him behind certain things, that's not right. I don't believe that I'm big enough to question God's, you know, plans for us. However, I'm a human being. Naturally, we're going to question things and try to figure it out. And if I can't figure it out, it's going to be a problem with me until I'm able to figure it out. You feel me? Willie Mays. We love our friends and family members, but when they get sick and start to suffer, is it selfish for us to want them to continue to suffer and stay here, or would we rather that God relieves them? Whew, dang. That's a good question, Willie Mays, 8072. Hey, man, I wouldn't want nobody suffering. I wouldn't want to suffer. You feel me? So if letting them go means we have to let them go, then we have to let them go. Like if somebody is brain dead and there's no hope for them, but they're still on some type of respirator or life support machine, right? But even I don't know, man, because I think about the situation with Tupac, right? Using him as an example. They said he was all messed up from the gunshots and all this and that. You feel me? And they had to operate on him a number of times. And then eventually his moms got tired of seeing him suffer, and she had the people take him off life support. You feel me? So in situations like that, I get it. I wouldn't want nobody to suffer. Not on my selfish behalf of not wanting to lose them as much as we love them. So is that question in regards to God? Up high, so your freedom is near. God is beyond all concepts. That's true. Did it say, have you ever done a prison cook up with someone from like the AB Corps? Uh, what you mean, a spread? Have I ever done a spread with somebody that's from the AB? You mean Aryan Brothers? No, I haven't. And let me since you threw that out there, did it right. Let me say this. I'm gonna cut this camera off for a minute because they didn't hear it opening the door. So give me a second. But I'm still talking. I'm still here with y'all. Let me say this for all inquiring minds that want to know how it go in the California prison system, right? We don't do spreads with other races. Other races don't do spreads with us. We don't cook with Hispanics. We don't cook with whites. The others, there may be some exceptions to that. You feel me? But me personally, I don't eat everybody's cooking. Feel me? You got some dudes that like to cook without gloves and not the most sanitary people. So I did before back when I was 19. He was a shot caller, and my shot caller, hold on, y'all. Okay. Diddy did it said, I did before back when I was 19. He was a shot caller, and my shot caller was his plug. Just before we ate, he looked me in my eyes and asked me, do I have race pride? I say yes, naturally. Let's eat. Oh man. He said, not a spread. Wiz said they're not part of the program. Hey, that's crazy. Did he did it, man? I've never experienced anything like that, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. Like in California prison, we don't get out like that. For one, back in the days, right? They used to put poison in the food. You know, they would put poison in the drink because they knew that a lot of blacks like to drink the white lightning, you know, the moonshine, so they would put different poisons in that and then sell it to you and sit back. That's the best way to kill somebody off is inject them with something and sit back and, watch them lose their life. So I don't put anything into my body that can, harm me. Hold on, y'all. Okay, to my girl, Miss Golden, right? She just asked a real good question, man, behind the scenes. Because she know that I used to read my Bible faithfully every morning. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I did. Whether like with all the confusion and all that about me questioning God and all that, right? I used to read it every day. I've read the Bible a good 20 something times front to back, right? And even with that, with these different losses, these things that has happened back to back over the years, I haven't read the Bible since. And again, I believe in God. Yes, I do. They going crazy in the chat. USP, fully segregated. Diddy did it say 1993. I'm 53 now. We the same age. Diddy did it. Face the Music said, I have. I have been in situations, even on level 4 180s, where we had programs together that politic and let it go down, where we had banquets together. This was the EDGE program in Kern Valley State Prison. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I mean, stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Face the Music is my bro too, by the way. To those of y'all, I just had him on the other day. He will be back on Face. We probably can do that part two to that. If not tomorrow, the following day. Get bro back on. That's my bro right there, man. Feel me? A real one, definitely a real one. Unique, all the above. Good God. Been through the prison system, all that. He's out now, free. You feel me? Has multiple different businesses that he run and own. You feel me? On top of being A1 producer. You know what I mean? A1 producer, man. And rap artist too, by the way. He wears multiple different hats. You feel me? So shout out to my bro Face the Music, man. Um, but yeah, man, let's see. Wizard said full on FT. FTM, you could tell you're good, mate. You're good mates. Oh yeah, 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 bro. Yeah, Wizard. Yeah, Face the Music, man. I've told y'all, you know, making us a beat. Hey, that last one that you sent me, it never came to my email. I need you to try to resend that back because it never landed, bro. I'm trying to knock all that stuff out the way right now too, while I have the opportunity to, do my features and stuff. But yeah, Wizard, man, hey, bro. I've told the story about when me and Face was in prison together. You feel me? And us, going in his cell, recording music, and hey, man, I know it's crazy, right? I know it may sound crazy, right? But I think back on them times. He's free. A couple of the guys that used to be in there with us is no longer on earth. They're deceased. You feel me? And me still being locked up after that. But being in those sessions with bro and being in the rap circles, Face was one of them guys like this, man. Uh, like when we would be in the rap circle, you had a number of different guys that would come to those raps, Crips, Bloods, Bay Areas, you name it. They'd be over in the big rap circle and just going around in the circle, everybody spitting they best. You know what I'm saying? Face was one of those guys when every single time I seen bro pop up to one of them circles, I'm like, uh-oh, because you gonna have to go hard or go home. Period. He was that hard, that vicious. Not putting no extras on it because that's my bro and none of that. I get props what props is due, right? You had people like him, man, that was pure, just talented beyond belief, and still is. You know what I'm saying? But he was always one of those guys. With him, let me see who else impressed up on me like that used to hit them rap sessions, man. Him was another guy by the name of Ouija, right? At bars, right? He was out of Watts, non-affiliate out of Watts, you know, spitter. He was another one. Who else? It was a blood dude that went by the name of Peanut. I think Peanut was from Peblos or BSV, one of them. Face, you remember Peanut? The demo up high said, please talk to God. We believers are praying for you. He, God, missed talking to you. Talk to him like a father and son. Tell him about your true feelings. Stop holding it inside. He will talk back. For sure, up high, man. Hey, man, I appreciate that, man. For real. Oh yeah, yeah, Wizard. He gonna be back on, bro. Trust me. You feel me? So y'all make sure y'all get y'all. If you smoke, get your smoking ready. If you drink, get your drinking ready. Cause when Face come back on, man, we gonna light it up like we did last time. You feel me? For real, for real. Throw down. Oh yeah, little chaos. Yeah. I forget. Hey, Throwdown definitely. I've told the story about Throwdown Face. You feel me? I've told the story about Throwdown. Um, I first met Throwdown in the Crip module, right? In the Los Angeles County Jail Crip module, right? He was right down the tier from me. When we used to rap over the tier, he was another one. He pop up, it's like, uh-oh, I got to, if I had something in my head and I seen him, the Throwdown or Face, one of these dudes pop up, no, scratch that. I got to go deep in the book for these brothers because they coming hard. Wizard say I spun out when I learned you had released music on Crip. Is my favorite. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Wizard, hey man, yeah, I'm a artist, established rap artist, right? Done it all from prison. All the music that's online that y'all see, y'all can go online on all platforms, YouTube, uh, all of them, any platform. Type in Do Rock Creek, and all the music is gonna pop up. You feel me? I've made all that music from prison, from a jail cell. You feel me? And the best, it wasn't the best quality of sound. However, I was able to do that. I'm proud of what I've been able to accomplish. You feel me? And like I said, I marketed myself, and I was blessed. I'm thankful. You know what I mean? So, I'm definitely proud of what I was able to accomplish, man. You feel me? Raps, music, videos, you name it. You feel me? Willie Mays say, "Hey, homie, I seen Lil Crazy C. I told him you gave him his props. He fell out laughing. I told him you had a channel. He said he gonna check you out. That's Lil Crazy C from Schoolyard Crip I'm talking about. Of course. Hey, man, Crazy C, like I told y'all in the other video that I did about him, right? Crip historian. And nothing that he has told me was false, because guess what? Every single thing he told me, I seen Monster Cody, right? Who, by the way, is probably one of the absolute best storytellers when it comes to the past of the gang stuff, right? One of the coldest, like he had to be probably one of my favorite people to watch, tell the history on a lot of this stuff, you know. And Lil Crazy C from Schoolyard, he was telling me about this stuff long before I had seen, Monster Cody speaking about a lot of the same stuff that Crazy C was telling me about. Right? Hey, next time you talk to him, ask him how often me and him used to sit down and talk, or he would come to my cell and we would talk. And he would just run down everything. That's my bro right there, man. Make sure you tell him I send my love and respect to him too. It's a good dude right there. Face the Music said, I battled Throwdown on the upper yard. Oh, did you? I know that was epic. I know that was epic. By the way, Throwdown is bro. I did a story about him not too long ago on the channel, man. He was from Nutty Block, Compton Crib, right? Vicious, vicious, had bars. And I told y'all the story about when I had the one time when I had got out the hole. We was in Calipatria State Prison. I got out the hole, and he was connected to like this radio station that was out there, the local rap radio station, right? And he used to call that radio station all the time. Face, you probably remember that radio station too. But he used to call that radio station all the time, and they would let him rap over the phone. And we all in prison to be hearing him rap, right? We all in prison listening to this radio station, listening to the homie rap over the phone, right? So when I got out the hole, he had that set up. So he was like, I'm gonna get you out the cell tonight, cuz you know what I'm saying? We gonna do our thing and this and that and blam, 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 right? I'm like, all right, bet. And that night he got me out, and like where the phones was at, let's say the phones is right here. All the cells, we in A section. So all these first like 9 cells that's right there, right? All of them damn near was homies from Compton and Watts. So when me and him is doing our thing on the radio, he got all of them playing the beat that the radio station is playing. So we are able to hear it, and we just hold the phone receiver, rapping, listening to the homies play the music, play the beat on their radios, right? Epic, epic. Throwdown is definitely somebody, man, that he's created his own legacy, in all honesty. You feel me? Did it say, let us hear some bars? Man, did it. Look, the brother just said that I have music out there online, man. So be a great supporter, man, and go listen to some of that, man. I don't feel like rapping right now. We here vibing on a whole completely different, you feel me? Don't nobody want to hear me rap right now. Did it say bars, let's go. Wizard said amazing. YG from Bounty Hunters. YG. Damn, I remember that name. YG. YG. I remember that name, bro. His face just not coming to me. Highway City said, this fool Gunner said he cleaned his cell by accident one time with his boxers on backwards. Hey, bro. Nasty work, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Nasty work. Oh, hey, if somebody wearing their boxers backwards in jail, you don't want them around you. Chicano said Gunner blocked me, G, because he stands on what he said. You're a dropout crip in Salinas Valley. Okay. Hey, Chicano. Hey, we not entertaining them guys, bro. If he said that, then hey, it is what it is. I'm a dropout. He say I'm a dropout crip. I guess his word is golden, right? His word is stamped and approved, right, by all the society, right? I'm gonna drop out. If that guy said that, then I guess I'm gonna drop out crip. Come on, bro. Same person that be online all the time speaking against the S and Y PCs, right? I'm a dropout. If I'm a dropout, that would make me on a S and Y yard or a PC yard, right? Come on, bro. It don't even make sense. That sounds stupid as hell. Did it said once upon a time, Brooklyn was the what's that scene in the projects that they called Fort Greene. There lived a young man, Cinderella's his name, to make it interesting. It's me, Dana Day. Oh, yeah. Old school. Face the Music said, Face the Music was the technician, invented the sound system. Bear from 1180 East Coast definitely was a spitter. That's another one. Damn, I remember Bear too, bro. That's crazy. He was a spitter. He was a spitter. He was hard. Did it said niggas crush groove right now. All the old school movies. Up High said most of these gangsters are Belizean like me. I grew up part of my life in schoolyard hood, Venice and the Brea. The Brazilian community loves you. Hey man, I mean the Belizeans, excuse me, the Belizeans. Hey, you know what's crazy about that up high? I had a celly that was from Belize, right? He used to be from Far neighborhood, man. Shout out to his name was Taz, right? Good dude. Good dude. He was my celly in Calipatria on the A yard, right? This was 19, I mean, this was at that time, this was like 2002, I believe, right? Good dude, man. Good dude. Used to always tell me about Belize, how beautiful it was out there, and the togetherness as far as the family go, and how they be sending. He told me that they would get like a certain amount of money and buy like a gang of stuff and have it all shipped out to the family that's out in Belize. You feel me? Yeah, man, shout out to Taz, man. Shout out to the Belizeans too, all of y'all, man. For real. Face the Music say I battled Bear on A Yard. Oh yeah? I battled bear every day. He wouldn't let it go. Every time he seen me, man, come on, I got beats, let's go. We stayed going at it. Wizard says, search for Creep's music. For sure, for sure. Chicano say, hey, do-rot, what's happening? Gunner Collective blocked me, or you saying the same thing? Yep. We're not trying to hear about no Gunners Collective over here, bro. Willie Mae says, yeah, for sure, homie. He's still in the halfway house. What? But I'll let him know. Tall respect, homie, for sure, for sure. Hey, I didn't know he was in the halfway house. Oh, yeah. Hey, that's a blessing, bro. Tell him just like this. Tell Lil Crazy C just like this, bro. Tell him leave California, go back out of state where he was at. What was that? Texas he was at, he used to tell me, right? Tell him go back out there. You know what I'm saying? What was that? He said he used to have like a buzz wagon or something, right? This car he used to always tell me about. Tell him to go back out there, man, put his car back together, stay out of California, man. Because I remember how he told me he got crossed up. Oh, YG had missing fingers? I don't know him. Or I don't remember him. G Bravado. Shout out to Oaktown, man. Sending love to you as always, Brody. I appreciate you taking the time out to tap in. Much love always. G Bravado. That's Brody right there. Wizard say, don't listen to them fools, brother. We know you. Yeah, man, I'm not biting into that, Wizard, because this, like I said, I stand on what I stand on as far as the direction that I want to continue to go in, rather than jumping out there and entertaining any BS. You feel me? And again, them dudes haven't jumped out there and put no videos with my name in it, so I'm not worried about nothing that they got going on or saying over there, bro. And again, at the end of the day, I stand behind 16 to life regardless. I don't personally entertain PCs, you know what I'm saying, or dropouts. You feel me? But I stand behind my bro. So if it's up with them, you know, I'm riding with bro. Period. Other than that, I'm not entertaining them dudes. I have nothing to say to no PC, no dropout, or none of that. Period. If you function with uh men that lay up with men, in which they probably laid up with a couple, then hey, we not friends. We not cool. We not nothing. You feel me? And no disrespect to the homosexual community, to each his own. If that's what you into, then hey, by all means, live happy. You feel me? But keep me out your mouth. I ain't got nothing to do with you, bro. Roderick's Choice. Shout out to you, my bro. Just tapping in on you, Craig. Top of the evening to you, bro. Top of it to you, Brody. I send all love and respect to you as well. Chicano said, Dub say he knocked out Damian Porter, bottom right too. I don't know nothing about that, bro. You feel me? Hey, I don't know nothing about that. I can't entertain that. That has nothing to do with me. What him and Damian Porter got going on has nothing to do with me. Whether that be true or false or whatever, I don't care. I don't care, bro. You feel me? Face the music say, I made him let it go. uh, my bro Wizard say, I'm the Aussie connection. He means the Australian connect. That he definitely is. He's definitely that. Y'all make no mistake about it. Wizard from Oz is my bro. Period. And he's a white man. Okay? All inquiring minds that want to know, he's a white man that embraced me, didn't care about me being black, didn't care about me being in prison, didn't care about me being a gang affiliate, none of that. embrace me for who he see me it as on the screen right now. You feel me? So yeah, man, you got to love and embrace people that is openly willing to embrace you like that, no matter what color they are, what what they um uh political differences is or whatnot. It don't matter, bro. Colin, what's up, bro? Hey, all my Australian people is popping in. Shout out to Colin, man. Much love to you. As always, my brethren. Face the music say that's a different show. All love. Face. If not tomorrow, the next day, bro. We doing our thing again. I promise you. You feel me? Diddy did it say we off topic. Man, we've been off topic. Hey, that's the point of engagement, though. Diddy. We get off topic, touch on all these other different topics. That's what make this back and forth connection, this interaction so beautiful. Y'all are introducing all kind of different stuff. I embrace it. We don't have to stay on topic of just one thing. Did it say, is it hard to speak your truth because of this white man? Did it. Listen, bro. What you see is what you get, bro. Right? Now, people that don't know me, right, don't know like a lot of my back history, right? One of my best friends was white. Growing up, one of my best friends was white. And I remember uh uh a time we was at this time we was probably like 16, right? And I remember him falling into a situation. I'm talking about my white best friend when I was younger, right? Him falling into a situation where his mother told him, I'm going to go to the store. I'll be back. I'm going to go get some cigarettes. She left and never came back, right? Left this dude to fend for himself in life. His mom's left him and never came, left the apartment that they was living in, left everything, never came back. You feel me? So it came down to a point, to a situation where he had nowhere to go. And I remember going to my mom's, man, shout out to my mom's, and me begging and pleading, let him come stay with us and this and that. I remember even bringing him into the house every day just so she can get used to seeing him, just trying to ease him in, right? But man, it's eight. My mom's got 8 kids, and she raising all of us by herself. And here it is, my young dumb self trying to bring in an extra body, right? I'm feeding him and all that, right? And mom's eventually shut it down because she couldn't afford it. You feel me? But I went out my way to try to make that happen for my white friend. You feel me? So living in my truth is my truth. I ain't gotta, because I'm in prison. What you think I got to come on this platform because I'm in prison and soften the blow on how I feel about certain things? I've clearly explained myself on everybody has some type of racist thought, racist bone, racist something in them. You feel me? But however, I'm not tainted by any of that stuff, bro. None of it. It don't matter. I'm racist against idiots. Collins say I'm colorblind. That's right, bro. Yeah, I did say engage with different questions, of course. Even that question, I invited. It makes the show more interesting when you ask those type of questions and I respond to them. We not mad at it. Did it? You and up high, y'all are definitely, man, like, you know, throwing out some good stuff, bro. And look, it's almost an hour and a half we've been here, and I ain't even thought about the time. It don't even seem like we've been on that long. You feel me? but I'm enjoying it. You get lost in time when you having fun, man. When this is I'm not offended by your questions. I'm not offended by any question. Yes, I said jump in the chat, do what you do. I'm gonna answer the questions to the best of my ability. I'm not upset by anything. I'm just letting everybody know, not just you, but everybody, like what you see is what you get from me. This is not an act. I interact with great people. When I'm not on this show, guess what? Me and Wizard, we communicate off the show. You feel me? Our communication ain't just here on Swanglow at this round table. You feel me? Wizard said Australia is where multicultural works. We don't have the hang up over race. You feel me? That's what bro said. Colin said 100% Wizard. Did it say, hey, Creek, is it true? Black don't crack? Did it. You crazy as I don't know what, bro. But yes, it is. You got to look at some of these elder blacks. For instance, let me see, man. Who can I use as an example of black not cracking? I'm gonna say Angela Bassett, right? Angela Bassett is old as hell, right? However, her skin is flawless. She's not all wrinkled up. She's not hunched over. You feel me? Like, she is well taken care of for an elder lady. I say unless you're bending over. Huh? Oh, that's a joke. Okay. That one almost flew over my head. Did it. Face the Music say the way I was raised to think about other races came back once the opportunity was presented in prison. But as long as we on some race shit, then I was gonna dominate. I can't see that last word because that thing was blocking it. Mindset to win. Exactly. Hey, bro. Like I was saying in that video that I had made, right? I wasn't brought up to be like on that, but I had to become a true survivor. And being a true survivor is understanding that regardless of how you may feel, it's people that's just not gonna like you because of who you are, the color of your skin. Them people they just exist in the world. And I was brought up to defend against that. You want to bring me harm? I'm gonna defend myself and harm you as much as I possibly could because you're trying to bring me harm. You're trying to bring people in my family harm, people in my community harm. Period. I was brought up to defend against that. I wasn't brought up as a racist. I wasn't taught to hate no other race in my household. You feel me? I just told you I tried to get my white friend, get my mom to let my white friend come stay with us after his mama left him for dead. You feel me? So yeah, man, like, you know, they said it's like being at somebody else's house and whatever game they pop in, we're gonna play. Yeah, yeah, that's real. You feel me? You get into the situations, man, and I've described it as um becoming the environment and not becoming the victim of the environment. You have to become that environment. If that environment is vicious and all you seeing is just pure just violence, you feel me? You have to become that, or you will become the victim. Period. Wizard said, and that's tough as 10 men. Thanks to Cree, I've some insight into the program. Yeah, man. That's what it's about, man. Giving different perspectives and insights. You know what I'm saying, and hearing other people's perspectives about certain things. That's why this back and forth with the chat is important. It's important, man, to have these conversations. These conversations ain't really being had like that amongst a lot of different people because they are so caught up with Whack 100, what he got going, who he did this or that to, or you know what I'm saying? Whoever is in the headlines. You feel me? That's what the people that I call that type of stuff the car wreck effect, where you see a car wreck and you're holding up traffic because you want to see all the gore. You know what I'm saying? Beach Boy said 16 chill, just having fun with them dudes. He got them all in their feelings. Facts. Facts. But I also know this about Chill, right? Chill is not one to be played with, bro. And is definitely not one to be underestimated under no circumstance. You feel me? And that's probably a warning shot that I shouldn't have gave to people because some people have to find out the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is not to be played with. Period. Now, here it is. You have him, 16 to life, who's free. He's out. You know, so is the other two guys that have a problem with him, right? Now, there's nothing but time, space, and opportunity, right? In which 16 to life presented. Let's box. F all the talking, F all these back and forth videos. Let's box. We can settle this one way, the best way I know how to do it, right? And there's nothing else to talk about. So if these dudes take that opportunity, you know, to, hey, then so be it. Do it, get it out the way. Everybody free, but me, I can't engage with these guys because I would never pull up and fight anybody that has dropped out. I won't back and forth with anybody that has dropped out. None of that. It's I win nothing. You feel me? I win nothing by doing that. I gain nothing by doing it. Them dudes ain't on my level. I consider, you know, I'm not gonna say them because I don't want it to come across like I'm attacking them dudes, although I really don't care how anybody take it, right? But people that has crossed over to the SNYPC dropout side, I consider them to be scum under the bottom of my shoe. Period. You know how when you're walking down the street and a piece of gum or something gets stuck under the bottom of your shoe and you take your shoe and you know, yeah, that's what I consider them type of people to be. Period. And I pays no attention to them. Feel me? Did it say, are you aware or not if they are building any more new prisons in the state of California? Hey, California has more prisons in it than any other state, right? California has so many prisons, bro, is crazy. The whole they might as well just tear down all these buildings and just gate off all of California and just make all of California one big prison. There's so many prisons all throughout the state of California. You even got independent prisons in the state of California that got in on the action because they understand the money there is plentiful. Feel me? Wizard say he can throw hands like you. He talking about 16 to life. Well, I was with 16 to life, bro. on the prison yard. Like I've told y'all, you know what I mean? And you're not going to be in that environment if you're not a dangerous person, period. He didn't just land there by chance. That ain't how it happened. Not on no 180, level 4, maximum security prison yard. You don't just land there by chance. A lot of us ended up on those yards for being very bad guys. Like I told you, you become that environment or you become a victim of it. That was just the mentality of prison back then. I don't say that braggingly because there's nothing about prison that deserves to be bragged about. You feel me? Other than I've met a lot of great guys that was in unfortunate positions like myself. That's probably the one golden good thing that I can say about prison is I've met a lot of great dudes, man, that I'm still good friends with to this day. Space the Music say I got $12.99. I'll probably pay per view that. Yeah. Colin say, don't scratch that itch. For real though. Hey, yeah, Face, that movie, just like Escape from New York. Exactly. That's exactly how it was. They gated off all in New York, and all in New York was the prison. That's how they need to do California. No cap. There's so many prisons out here. I can't see them having room to build any other prisons, bro. And on top of that, you got to remember that they was overcrowded for years, upon years, cashing in all that money. You know what I'm saying? Overcrowded to the point where they was forced to have to let dudes go. So if you're forced to have to let dudes go, how much sense would it make for you to build prisons? Which is why they haven't built any new ones, right? But the money that they was getting to build these prisons, they took that money and just shifted it into buying cell phone jammers for all the prisons to stop stuff like this from happening. You know what I'm saying? And other little toys that they utilize inside the prison. You feel me? Y'all gotta remember, man. Each person that's housed in the prison is worth probably a good 100,000 per year, if not more. A year, the state get pays that much per man, 100,000 each year. Think about that. Think about that. So if me is worth $100,000 a year, and I've been in prison for 31 years, do the math on that. Okay, and I'm just one person. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people that's in prison all over the state of California, man. And they are worth 100,000 per year. And think about this. This is a business to these people. Who would want to lose out on their money when they forced to have to let dudes go from overcrowding? So they do any and everything that they possibly can to try to stop that release from happening, which is why they are reinstating the SHU programs and all this crazy stuff that they're trying to put back into place. So they can take that back to the people and be like, see, they're animals. All they do is violence. All they know is violence. They need to be locked down. They need to be thrown back in Pelican Bay SHU up underground and have no contact with human of any kind. These are things that they do. No BS. It's all about the money. I'm nothing more to these people than a paycheck and a number. That's it. That's all. You feel me? So now I can't really see them building no more prisons, man. Collins say Australia was a prison colony. Hey, I seen a video that Biff did. you know, where he went to one of the prisons. I think it was one of the prisons he was actually in too, right? Oh, whew, looked horrible as far as the prison go. It man, looked horrible. I thought the prisons out here was bad. You feel me? But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up, man. I done filled y'all up long enough, man. Are y'all tired of being here or what? If y'all tired of being here, I'll go ahead and wrap it up, man. Jump in the chat, let me know. Or we can hang out a little bit longer. I'm having fun, loving the energy, loving the conversations, loving the different topics, all that. It's all about the engagement. Oh, Collins said Pentridge, known as Bluestone College. Hmm. Is that the name of that prison that Biff had went to? Wizards say loving every minute of it. That's right, Wiz. Hey, is Pentridge that prison that Biff had went to in that video? Hey, remember how I told y'all earlier on in the video how somebody would jump in the chat and try to throw us off course, right? With the nonsense. Oh, okay. Jesus said no. Collins said built in late 1800s. Yes, bro. Oh, it's ancient. Oh, okay. And see, and that's another thing. Like my bro Wizard, he be putting me up on a lot of Australian history, man. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes, like I said, I have real relationships with, you know, with these guys. You know what I mean? So I'm in school as well. As much as I give y'all insight on what goes on out here in California, in America, you know, they give me a whole bunch of insight on the thing, the history of Australia. Real talk. Faye said, run it. Tell me about, hey, you know what? I'm finna, hold up, man. Let me see if I can put I'm gonna see if I can put the StreamYard thing in the chat, Face. See if we can pull you up. Hold on, y'all. I hope I don't mess nothing up. Let me see. Nope, wrong thing. Hold up. Hang on, let me see if it let me put that. I don't know if you will be able to get in like that, man, but the link, Face. Pop on, bro. Feel me? Matter of fact, anybody that's in the chat, if y'all feel like jumping on, jump on, man. You feel me? Jump on. Let's do it. Since we hanging out. Oh man, but you know what? I might have to cut this. Hmm. I might have to cut it. I might have to go around 7 o'clock, man, because I got some other obligations that I definitely got to tend to. Feel me? But pop in if you can while we on real quick, man. Some love to the peoples. Show some love to the peoples. Definitely a blessing being here with y'all, though, for real, though. Shout out to everybody, man, that's checking us out, that's tapped in. I appreciate all y'all. You out of here, Wizard? I ain't gonna pull it just yet. I ain't gonna close it just yet, but I definitely got to get up out of here soon. I don't know if they would be able to hit that link and come on. I'm reading the chat right now. Oh, Wizard say he jumped the gun. Nah, it's all good. We're gonna get up out of here soon though, man. Probably in about in about another 15 minutes, another 15 minutes or so. I wasn't trying to hold y'all up this long, man, but time flies when you're having fun, man. The engagement definitely been lit. For real, for real. Can y'all see that link in the chat? It's awesome to see you live, brother. Yeah, man, it's a blessing to be able to do it. You feel me? It's gonna have to be like this because trying to load that video, oh, man, you just don't know. I was irritated. Miss Golden was like, have patience with it. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna load and this and that, and it did not load. I tried it twice. Wasn't moving. I was like, what on earth is this? So we just gonna do lives, man. Hopefully y'all tap in. I'll try to keep the same time slot, or we'll just pop on when we pop on, man. You know, I know y'all understanding enough to, tap in when y'all can. You feel me? Second time. Hey, you talking about the video wizard? I tried it the first time it was going. It went from 10 o'clock in the morning, bro, to 7 at night, and it was only at 60%. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna cut it, and we're gonna start fresh. So I tried it again today. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't doing nothing. It wasn't. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just do this live, man. Although I would have much preferred for y'all to see that video because I was, sticking to that topic. However, this right here is priceless. Being able to go live and interact with y'all, interact with my roundtable family is priceless, period. Oh, it's 11:30 out there, Colin? I know y'all like 19 hours ahead of us in Australia. Miss Golden, you agree that this live interaction is lit, bomb? You feel me? I would have loved for y'all to see that video, but I mean, hey, I'm loving this even more though. I ain't gonna lie. We've been here almost 2 hours. I got to love it, right? Yeah, it was crazy, Wiz. Colin said, we live in the future. Yeah. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Hold up, y'all. All right. I ain't went nowhere. Hey, man, y'all know what's crazy, right? I've told y'all, oh, who is this? Oh, that's Face. Go on, add you to the stage. There we go. Faced up music
What up?
in the house. What's happening, Brody?
Let me figure out why. Let's see.
All right. Well, while he get things together right there in the studio, hey, y'all know how I've been telling y'all. Let me fix this. Hold on. Y'all know how I've been telling y'all about the K2 spice in prison, right? How that stuff be having dudes jacked up, right? Man, today, right? I'm in here chilling, doing my thing, minding my business. As a matter of fact, was I talking to Miss Golden? This probably happened before me and her talked. But man, the essay. Now they not supposed to smoke that stuff. If they get caught smoking K2 spice, they can lose their life. Period. Right? Especially if they spaz out, bro. This dude went crazy today. An essay. Smoked that stuff, man, and just so happened, like the officers that was working was two females, and they just so happened to do their little rounds and made it to this dude's cell, right? And next thing you know, you hear them screaming, push the panic button, push the alarm, right? So they push the alarm, all the other COs come running up in the building, right? So they get his cell door open and they pull him out the cell, right? Now when they pull him out his cell, we are all able to see this. He's on the tier, right? It's a video that I put on here on the shorts, right, of a person that was high off of K2 spice. He's flopping around like a fish out of water, right? That video got a lot of comments and views, right? It's in my shorts. Go look at it. And if you go look at that video and you see this dude flopping around and acting all crazy, that's how this dude was today. You feel me? Hold on, let me see if we can get face back on. There you go. All right. But yeah, man, y'all go see that video of this dude flopping around like that? Oh my God. And he was saying all kind of crazy stuff, bro. That's the effects of that drug, right? The effects of it. He was saying all kind of crazy stuff. I'm sitting here looking out my door, the whole building is. All 200 of us, right? Everybody looking out their door, tripping on this, right? This fool flopping around. All the COs, they trying to grab him. Some got his legs. They trying to grab his arms. He was a little short dude, strong as I don't know what. That K2 Spice had him superhuman strong. You feel me? And they was finally able to get him to where they was able to contain him. They was even hitting him with Narcan, right? And it seemed like the Narcan made him worse. You mixing Narcan with K2 Spice? K2 Spice is roach spray. And they hit this man with Narcan. That's nasty work. He really started going crazy. But hey, man, I'm blessed and I'm thankful to not have a drug dependency that will have me flopping around like a fish out of water, saying all kind of crazy stuff, screaming and hollering and all that like these dudes do when they get high off that K2 Spice, right? I've seen some dudes do some crazy, crazy stuff off that stuff, bro. So my message to any of y'all out there, don't try it, don't do it, don't ever involve yourself with no K2 Spice, man. It's not worth it. Where's it say? You may as well pull your pants down if you smoke that. Hey, in some cases they do, Wizard. In some cases they do. They do all kind of crazy stuff off that drug, bro. Straight up. Nasty, nasty work, man. Nasty work. Face. Oh, you getting the echo.
For some
Okay.
reason I keep getting the echo, so I'm gonna figure that out.
Okay. All right. For sure. But yeah, man. Hey, man. Hey, Wizard. In some cases, they do that crazy stuff, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I've seen a lot of crazy things. A lot of dudes going out backwards on that stuff, bro. I remember one day I'm in my cell and I'm looking out at the day room, and I remember this little young blood dude. He came out of his cell high off that stuff, right? The COs are standing there now. By this time, they are more, the COs, the correctional officers are more aware of people indulging in this drug. So they're not all thrown off like how they first was when that stuff first was introduced into the prison and dudes was going crazy, right? So at this time, they was a little bit more aware. So the young blood dude, he come out and he started doing all kind of crazy stuff, and they standing at the little podium thing where they always be at, right? And they looking at him, and they tell him like, "Hey, hey, hey," and he's going back and forth. He'll jump down on the floor, do some weird stuff, jump back up, and scream, "Ah!" Jump back down to the floor, jump back up, and then he's pacing back and forth, sweating like I don't know what. High off of K2 Spice. High off of K2 Spice. Luckily, somebody had to go grab him and take him and physically put him back in his cell. Facts. I had a conversation with a Crip, right? Because I sat and watched this fool fall asleep in the day room. You feel me? And this is after a full-fledged riot had popped off between the blacks and Hispanics because of a dude smoking that stuff and went and took flight on them. Kicked off a whole ride, high off of Spice, right? So bam. Now we on extra alert about this Spice situation, right? So I see this young Crip smoke this stuff, man. I ain't gonna put him out there. I ain't gonna put his name or his set or none of that. But this fool fall asleep in the day room. And he got other people that's out there with him, other Spice is. They not trying to wake his game up or nothing, right? They just keeping him from falling all the way out on the floor. He'll fall asleep right there on the table and be getting ready to fall off, and the dude will stop him. He not waking him up. Then go to your cell. Go sleep that stuff off. He not doing none of that. Right? So I remember after seeing that, I get at him like, "Hey, bro, I want to let you know, I seen you high off that stuff in the day room outside your cell. That's not cool. Especially knowing that a situation just occurred where people got seriously hurt because somebody came outside their cell high off of Spice and took off on the essay. You feel me? So you doing this, that's out. You feel me? So his thing was, okay, well, I hear you. I hear you. But he ran to another OG Crip who I'm not going to put out there, right? But he was definitely one of mine, from my car, right? He ran to this dude because this dude was a Spice smoker, right? And was like, "Creep said this and this, blah, 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 blah," right? So the OG come to me like, "Hey, bro, like, man, I'm not trying to hear nothing you talking about, bro. Because you the same person I heard fell out on the yard and balled up like a baby and went to sleep high off of Spice on the yard, in the middle of the yard, on the grass. So you coming, he chose the wrong OG to run to. I'm not trying to hear none of that. Beat it. Period." Of course, he was offended, but I was offended. A Spice head can't come tell me nothing. A dope thing can't come tell me nothing. If you're actively using these drugs, you can't come tell me nothing, bro. At all. Period. I ain't trying to hear it.
Yeah, I know what it was.
You got it right.
Check. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
shit, yeah.
Making of a Man TV. Shout out to my bro Rich from Making of a Man TV. We just did a pretty good show over on Bro's podcast. It's called Making of a Man TV. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and check that out. It's about the 50-50 yards and all that, right? Pretty good show. Shout out to Rich though, man.
Yeah. I can only imagine.
Face, what's up, Brody?
Shit, I can only imagine being stuck on some drugs, locked up. That's crazy.
Hey, bro, inside of a cell high off of K2 Spice, bro.
High off of any shit,
In
man.
yeah. K2 Spice,
But
heroin, crystal.
I could see it. This is like, let's say, I can imagine a person um is like, is it that or suicide? You know what I'm saying? That or suicide. It's like I choose that. I could see that for some person that's that mind that got the situation already done bypass the limitations of a person's mind, you know, and
Yes,
it ain't like you could just quit. You know what I'm saying?
yes. And it's really not something, I say it all the time. We get on dudes' heads behind that, right? But you can never beat that addiction out of a person. I've known a dude, bro. I'm not gonna say his name or none of that, right? But I've known a dude that got beat in every prison he been in for doing the same exact thing over and over and over. Learned no lessons from the beatings from the current places that he was at. Over and over and over and over and over. So you can't beat it out of them if that's in them. It's an illness. You feel me? And they have to find the appropriate cure for that illness. And us beating them and stabbing them and all that, it's not going to take the illness out of them.
Nah, but I mean, nah, it could, it could. Like I tell you this, I done put my hands on people before, and that didn't lead them to having a full life style change. I done, you know what I'm saying? Like I done put my hands on some people, and then they really changed their whole life. You know what I'm saying? They told me about it. They told me thank you. Changed up. Started giving me a newspaper every day. Make sure I was straight. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the Bible and shit, reading the Bible and shit. But that all came from like a motherfucker said, yeah, them motherfuckers, them blacks, them motherfuckers, and that's some racial shit. Motherfuckers like, yeah, I know them blacks, they put their hands on me. You right. They got me. They caught me. I ran my mouth and they caught me. And you know what? Made me think about some shit. And he just changed his whole life, man. Shout out to Happy Miller. You know what I'm saying? His real name is Happy and shit, Happy Miller. But like was a real dude. This was like me and Mars from Carver, rest in peace. He passed on death row and shit a couple of years ago. Or maybe a few now. But yeah, caught him. Caught him. Just like I said we would. You know what I'm saying? I thought about it. I was the little homie. It wasn't even you didn't even well, you disrespected me, but you really was talking to somebody else over the tier, my homeboy that was in my cell. And then we just like I was like, that's a wrap. He crossed the line. I'm gonna deal with that. And it just so happened that when I decided to deal with it, I'll tell you that story later. When I decided to deal with it, the way it played out was the homie ended up in it too because they was too busy. The police was so busy trying to get me that they had left the door open. And then when they finally got me, here come the second wave. This dude he shackled up, waist chains, he's stuck. He's stuck. And he lucky because I had some other work for him. If I would have had to get him the other way, it would have been an elevator. This is in the if I would have had to get him the other way, it'd have been in the elevator, but I had him either way. But then since they slipped up fast real quick while they was taking us in and out, they let me pull a okey doke. Oh, where do I put this trash? I'm not ready. Can you come back after you get the dude next door? Yeah. All right. Hey, wake up, Happy. Huh? Hey, come on, you going to court. All right. Boom. Shackle him up. Then when they open my door, oh, he's just standing on the wall. My only obstacle is get past the two police that's at the door. And I already had that figured out. Hey, I got this trash can, this bag. Hey, where you want me to put this? Huh? Put it over there. Oh, over here. Whop, boom, beep, bang, boom, bang, boop, bop, boop, bang, bing. All down the hallway. He just had a look in his face like, yep. Because of how he was talking. The way he knew it, he had it coming.
Yeah.
He just was like, yep. but he was mad because he couldn't get nothing off. It was just somebody on him, just on him. But lucky, because I say I had to work was ready for him the other way, but he didn't go that way.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so then when the second wave came, boom, and this the OG. You know what I'm saying? This the OG. This the OG San Quentin. He on you. Workout every day. That's where I had got my shit from. I work out every day. That's it. This I tell you who he remind me of. Him and Crazy D is the same person.
Crazy D. Which Crazy D?
Hey Trey, him and Crazy D is the same person.
Oh.
Them niggas they look the same, except for the homie got green eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Uh, Crazy D maybe a little more like personality wise, a little more wild. The homie is mafia boss, calm, just talking at you. Hey, homie, no, I don't want you to do this. You're gonna have to do that. It's like this, and that's how that is. No extras, no cussing, no none of that. If you get mad, it'd be like, "Hey, check this out, Joker," or "You motor scooter." Like if you get real mad, it'd be like that motor scooter. I snatch that Joker, boy. But no cussing. Love his mama. White dude went crazy over the tear about his mama can do this and do that. Oh, all right. All I ask you is to respect black people over the tear. That's all I ask you to do. And just out of respect for me, because I got to listen to you talking to the PTs over there across the hallway and you talking about some black homosexuals. Oh, I know this black F, he loves to S a white D. And, oh, hey, homie, we'd appreciate it. We'd appreciate
Shut
it.
that down, man. We ain't trying to hear none of that. Shut it
And
down.
and can't say nothing to the black homosexual across the tier that's engaged in the conversation, even though it should be like, "Hey, homie, what you doing?" But can't say nothing to him. So just stuck with the, hey, happy, hey, homie. This history too. This happened. And if you know something about the Riverside County Jail, some shit happened in there. Some big time shit happened in there that I was involved in a lot of it. While I was there, because it was just like it's a group. Once you've been in that high power, you in the asset group. It's only so many of us, and we stay in there for years. The same ones of us trying to get at each other. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they got me. They got me. They got me with the handcuffs on. All that. They got my celly though 19 times. They got me though twice. We was back and forth. I got the police, but then they got me. Then I got them again after, but then they got me worse. And it
Hey,
was just,
I don't think people understand the intensity of those situations. Tell them how intense those situations be, Face, from your
we
experience.
just at war. It's like when the homie, all right, so like the homie was teaching me about he was teaching me, homie Green Eyes, rest in peace, Lamar Johnson. The homie was teaching me basically about stuff that was going on and way before me, you know what I'm saying? Like in prison shit, like San Quentin. So all the shit that Monster Cody was talking about in the book, mind you, you can ask me about this story later. It's a short story, but I read the book because Birdie, who is Monster Cody's mother, rest in peace to Monster Cody's mother, Birdie.
Rest in peace to her.
Birdie,
Yes.
Birdie brought me the book to the county jail and told me, read this. You finna go back to prison probably with a L. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna need to read this. This is good. She told me that the police and the COs train on this. So you read it. So I read it. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, all this shit is going on. And I'm with the people in the book. You know what I'm saying? So shit that's in the book, I'm like, hey man, this happen, man? Nah, man, that shit didn't happen like that, man. I want to fuck that nigga up. He said that shit about me. Nigga didn't happen like that. Oh, all right. Well, what happened with this? Oh yeah, no, I was there when that happened, man. That nigga, we was both of them. It wasn't just the one, it was two. It was this, that. And they'll tell you like everybody know the same, just like Freeway say. Freeway say in that one song, he say, excuse me, I chipped my tooth. I gotta get my shit fixed, so I keep blocking it. But Freeway said, little he say, wrote out a letter, little die, got shot in the head trying to steal a nigga leather. That's what the streets, no, he said, that's what the cops said, but the streets could tell you better. Like the streets are, we know all this shit. There's a mystery to everybody else. It's just regular like history that get passed down from being in cells with niggas or be having uncles and shit like that. Niggas just tell you, I was there, shit. I don't fuck what they telling you. Let me tell you what happened. So just saying that because it's a lot of controversy behind anytime you say Monster Cody and his stories. But I'm just telling you, I was at a time when I'm 20, 21, 22, and I'm learning by actually being around the people that they talking about. So this when they was teaching me
Life been crazy.
Yeah, that's like Crazy D. He got a picture of my son when he was a baby because I had a picture of Birdie, you know what I'm saying, who had recently passed at the time. I had a picture of Birdie holding my son when he was a baby because she used to go out there and see him. My mother and Birdie was road dogs. So they used to go to San Diego and see my son when I was locked up. My son was born after I was locked up. So they, they know her, you know what I'm saying? So I had a picture of Birdie with my son, and me and Crazy D were talking about Birdie one time, and he was like, "Man, that's everybody mama in the hood." He's like, "That's my mom's." You know what I'm saying? And I was like, "I got a picture of Birdie in the cell. I'm gonna give it to you." He was like, "What?" And he was like, it fucked him up because I don't think he had one or he hadn't seen one in a long time. He was on Sea Yard in Calipatra, and yeah, I think it might have been his birthday or something. You know, I used to draw the cards and shit. I used to draw the C-Day cards and shit, face to face. Yeah, I got some of them around here. My T-shirts be the ones I drew and shit too. I got some T-shirts.
That's another thing. Because I plan on having you back either tomorrow or the following day, right? I want you to show all your stuff. You feel me? The OG hats, everything.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm going to give you the center stage because people need to see this. People need to see what you've been able to create since you've been out of prison. This is a man that had a life sentence. He had a life sentence in prison and got his case reversed, overturned, and is now free, as y'all can see, man. This dude got a hell of a story. You feel me? And y'all need to see the different things that he's been able to create since he's been out of prison. These are the type of success stories that I love bringing to this platform. These are the type of people that I have the biggest respect and love for. You feel me? Which is why I maintain these great relationships with a lot of these guys.
True. Facts. And I'm always I'm getting used to like I'm using you, nigga. Yeah, I'm using you to learn how to talk to myself on the camera. You know what I'm saying? Because I had, you know what I'm saying, like since I've been out, like all 8 years now and shit. So I've been out the whole shit been learning shit like forced learning, all kinds of shit. I remember at board day, and we're gonna I know you have to wrap up right now too.
Yeah.
But I remember at board they had asked me like, what do you think your biggest, what do you think will give you the biggest problem to adjust with? And I was like, technology, computers, because it's like they had us shut down on that. We ain't had that. It's like the first. You can ask me about this later too. I was the first black in California prison system to have a tablet. The first black, I can tell you that for sure because I was on the pilot program yard where they started the program and we had the microwaves. I was in Pleasant Valley when they started. We had the microwaves. We had the tablets. I was the college coordinator, and I had started my own class teaching GED class when they came with the incentives. So I had my own class behind the program office. My class, I'm the teacher. They traded me that because I was making it easy for them by doing the vice principal job, by doing the college coordination shit, because I got my GED and I started the college shit. And the dude was like, the tutor was the vice principal was like, hey, you got the cool personality. I think you could vibe with everybody. Can I utilize you to start? Because everybody going to sign up for college. I need somebody just on the yard to just show everybody how to do it and sign everybody up and get me the paperwork. Cool. Tell them to give me access to all the buildings. Got you. You know what I'm saying? Or I tell you, because this when they was kicking the COs out. If you wasn't with that program, get up out of here. You want to be an asshole? We ain't doing that right now. We got money to do positive programs, all the shit that these dudes been crying about and saying we need and suggesting and all that. We gonna pretend like we made it up and we gonna give it to them right now because we know that that's the answer. And boom, they you know what I'm saying? I was right in the forefront of that. So I'm the first black tablet, but like the tablet was limited. I was like, they should take my suggestions on what to put in there, put a piano program in there, which they ended up doing. But then it's like if I would have understood, all right, put GarageBand in there, put something in there where people could produce music and learn that part. Put something in there where it teach you how to edit videos, put an editing program in there. You know what I'm saying? That's something, do different shit to teach you how to manage your social. You know what I'm saying? They just was like, oh, here go some push-ups and pull-ups and shit on a thing, and here go some video games and some books. You could get your books. That's it. I was the first one to have one. First black to have one.
These are the tablets that he's talking about to our roundtable family.
Yep.
These are the tablets that they issue out to everybody that's in prison, right?
They issue them out to you now, right?
Yeah. You don't have access to social media. Yeah, you don't have access to social media on these tablets at all. None. You feel me? You can only make calls. You can watch movies. You can listen to music. Your loved ones can send you photographs and short videos. And they got other little different program things on there, that you can tap into. You feel me? But this is what he's describing.
Yeah, but at first it was just video games and books, and not really videos. Nothing really that had a video, or you couldn't have no video. But then your music, you can get music on there. So this is my first time in the level 3 too. So this is my first time like being on the yard with headphones or being out in the day room with headphones. So I had the tablet. I can get a gang of songs and just push them up and play my little video games, let other people use it and shit. But it was the beginning of that. Like I say, it cost me about $350 and shit, and it didn't do nothing really. So me getting out and being like, oh, I gotta learn all this fucking technology because I'm gonna be a music producer. And then after that, then like real niggas pop up. Oh yeah, no, you ready? We see you got the studio and all that in the hood. Okay, yeah, you ready? Yeah, all right, we're gonna call Coolio over here. Okay, boom, here come Coolio. Rest in peace to the big homie. Here come Coolio. Yeah, Coolio pop up. Nigga, what's happening? Middle of the night with and excuse me, Mimi, but always just the way I tell the story. Coolio pop up in the middle of the night in a white Bentley with a white girl. You know what I'm saying? Parked on 134th and shit. He know where it's at. He know where, you know what I'm saying? He grew up over here. He parked on the 4th at the bookie joint. I'm in the bookie joint. We gutted the bookie joint, made it to studio. He pop up over there. Boom. Wife want to know, hey, how do I do this t-shirt thing? Okay, look, I'm going to show you how to do the garment shit. We got all this shit in the front room with the mixing board and all that. That's when I had the Death Row mixing board. Ask me about that. That's when I had the Death Row mixing board in there. It's in the Facebook. It's all on there. But I had the Death Row mixing board with the big screen. Taught her that while I'm in there. I put the beat on, teach you, and Big teach you, and motherfucking teach you and Coolio in the other room. Right. I got that on my Instagram too.
I seen that video.
Yeah, they in there writing. I'm back and forth. That's why I'm zoned out, because I'm teaching her, and the other I'm going back and forth, but I'm still trying to write a verse too and put up his shit. I'm having technical difficulties because I'm pretending like I know this computer like this. No shit, I recorded, and this is where I'm stuck at right now too, but I know how to get it over it. I recorded Coolio on GarageBand.
Oh yeah?
Because I hadn't figured out yet that Logic was GarageBand. GarageBand is the entry free version that anybody can figure out. Then once you get to the end of that and you're ready to really get a better sound and more quality and more instruments and all that shit, then it'll upgrade to Garage. I mean, it upgrade to Logic. It's the same exact thing. It just got more stuff in it.
Okay, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So then all your Garage Band shit pulls up into your Logic when you load it. So, but like I say, yeah, all that shit, I was pretending that I knew this computer shit. So for me to be learning, and then Coolio ran around and fast forwarded the shit. Okay, look, boom, come over here with me. I need you to come to Vegas. All right, boom, I'm in Vegas and shit. Parole, like, yeah, go out there. You working for Coolio? Fuck it, yeah, yeah, right. And then all of a sudden, he like get my phone number and all that shit. Oh no, the nigga's really working for Coolio. Oh yeah, go out there, right? So now I'm out there. He say, um, he introducing me to people, but he introducing me to people like somebody who knows exactly what the fuck. He's like, yeah, nah, and this the homie who, he had got out of prison, and they got him in the hood running studios. He doing all the big stuff with the production right now. Or I'm talking about like just random Italian dudes. You know what I'm saying? Just where he lived at. You know what I'm saying? And like, oh, all right. Yeah, it's like gang of people live on the street. I think it's like I know where he had lived. This is for la what's his name? Kid Frost. Kid Frost.
Oh, Kid Frost. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Kid Frost told me he lived down the street though. We was talking on what's that shit Whack 100 be snitching on?
Clubhouse.
Yeah, we was on Snitch House. Shit, before it was that though. First it was just people like breaking down all kinds of shit. Like I used to get on there in the morning and listen to Ray J go crazy, breaking down business ideas and then telling you how they work. And then he working them out right then. He got people on the line like, oh, look, and no, let's do this. And hey, first I got to do that. I'm like, oh shit. And then I'm just noticing what it was. At first I was loving it. You get on there, everybody sitting on the shitter. Yeah. Everybody early in the morning, everybody on the shitter getting it in. Hey, look, yeah, man. See, look, this. Hey, no, for real, for sure. No, and see if we get those two people together, then we can also diversify our bonds. I'm like, yeah, I'm listening, nigga. When I get some money, I'm gonna get some bonds, nigga, and I'm gonna diversify them motherfuckers with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Then Whack 100 started getting more popular and popular. Then it started just being niggas inviting you on shows to do some shit. Weird nigga in Jersey put me on his show. He like one of them, like weird nigga put me on his show to then try to like throw some homosexual jokes at a nigga. But then it's like, but he like running the conversation really like fast. But I'm doing something else. I'm in the studio session at the same time, but I did promise this dude this interview, but I got this money on the table too. And I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm right here, And then he was like, hey, are you listening to me something? And then he was like, when I came back on, he said something like, what did he say? Something about somebody's butt. Something it had butt in it. It was some butt joke, something. And I was like, hey, and I had already been like, you know what I'm saying? Because he had like one of them lives where they listen to your music and all that and shit, you know what I'm saying? And then he really, he got his own Coolio from his neighborhood, and that's who put him in position, you know what I'm saying? And everybody know who he is. So it's like, all right, cool. A little connection, even though I've heard through the grapevine that these connections was like just weird, not dirty, just weirdos. You know what I'm saying? Industry weird. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right.
Those that's with the booty play.
Those
that's with the booty play.
So you got to watch them. It's a reason why them dudes, it's like, you think about it like this. Why is New York niggas always with this pause shit? You got to think about it. Who made it up? It's the industry niggas that push that shit around. And it's because they know who they around. So they always talking to each other and dealing with each other. To them over there, they got a small circle of people and they all know each other. And they all know this dude is this dude. Like people going to tell me, hey, look, You know, a real nigga gonna tell me like, hey man, look, I see what type of dude you are. I know what type of dude you are. You a homie, so I'm gonna let you know off top. These are gonna be the niggas that's gonna be problems. Don't deal with these dudes, okay? Unless that's who you want to do, who you want to be. But you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you about it. So they know each other. They know that in certain rooms, I might be talking to 4 or 5 people, but some of these people might be on some trying to send messages to each other's type shit in a room, and they might think I'm in on that. You know what I'm saying? So I might have to
Yeah.
pause. You know what I'm saying? Hey, pause. You know what I'm saying? Just because y'all niggas be going too far. You know what I'm saying? Like a nigga use shit like that. We have a meeting and later on, and I'm just speaking from hypothetically New York nigga conversations. You know what I'm saying? It's like we have a meeting and I say some shit about, yeah, man, I think at the carnival, if we throw the carnival, I mean, I love the footlongs, you know what I'm saying? And nigga on and like everybody just sitting there like, oh, he didn't say pause. Nigga might jump at you later and be like, hey man, let's have a private meeting about them footlongs. And you like, yeah,
Nasty work.
yeah, yeah. We're gonna talk about the price of them. And he like, yeah, $40. I usually pay for footlongs. And you're like, what? Hey,
Nasty work.
hey, yo, pause. Pause, son.
Nasty work.
See, now you can see where it might come from. Yo, pause, son. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get no deal off of you. I ain't these niggas. I'm the nigga that they said is gonna be a problem, but I'm not trying to be a problem, which
Yeah.
is like a lot of reason why it's like what Richard Pryor say. And see, this is why I'm in the position what I'm in right now. Said the wino on the corner, right? I'm saying this is what see. I know how to deal with them. You know, this is the why I'm in the position that I am in right now because of how I get down. Yeah, so I know. Yeah, so you could get blackballed just because, but I mean, nobody could stop you from being underground forever.
Yeah.
It's on you after that to just build a beach full of people who know who you are. You know what I'm saying? And then be like, all right, cool. At least I did that. Then you know what I'm saying? Oh, you didn't make $1 million. Niggas that made $1 million got shot in motherfucking Las Vegas, man. Like, I didn't mean you're right. I didn't make $1 million, but I mean shit, I'm good, right? Look, I got the big screen right here, right? Boom, I'm
Yeah.
doing it big, right? Yeah, no, I didn't make $1 million, but yeah. I mean, if you add it all up, I mean, I made $1 million. If you got to think about it like this, how much is your freedom worth? Because the
Yeah.
same way that I wrap myself into prison, I wrap myself out of prison. I explained to them people that this what I was doing, this where I stayed at in my mind, was working on this, and this what I'm gonna do. If you let me up out of this situation, I'm gonna do the same thing. So if you got a problem with that, if you got a problem with rappers and all that, and you think that I'm so stupid, I'm gonna chimp out every time I get a microphone, and I'm gonna come back and all that in a casket or something. Hey man, don't let me do nothing, but because I can only tell you what I'm trying to do. You asked me what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? For anybody who got to go to one of them hearings, it's just questions about what you trying about what they want to know about your plan. So if you want to know what I'm trying to do, I'm not trying to tell you what what JoJo Law Library said at the group about, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, well, remorse and I take full responsibility for insight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, y'all. Yeah, insight. I gotta take full responsibility for my remorse and my insight. Matter of fact, I got insight on the remorse that I'm taking responsibility for. And if that's not responsible, then hell, there's no insight. So there's no remorse. But I have it all. But see, not that that's not not that that's not how to get out. But I'm saying that ain't how I came a different direction was, oh, you asking me about what I'm trying to do? Because all I'm asking for is the opportunity to finish what I was working on. Because that's what type of life I got. I've been doing this shit. Look, if you see me in the pen, I had the same setup. Same setup: microphone, headphones, keyboards, screens if I need them, recorders, whatever I needed the whole time. That's even if I was in the county jail, I had a bunk and a desk and a toothbrush or a pen. If I was in Ad Seg, oh, definitely. I got a whole Saturdays when they doing clothing exchange in the county. That's concert, y'all. I'm in Ad Seg. They put me in a cell next to me so they could search my cell for 3 hours. Cool. I'm gonna run it up. The PC's on the other side of the wall, so I'm really running it up. Boom, boom. The whole concert. Every song I know, I'm running it out to myself. They complaining, hey man, hey, they're saying you're keeping them awake. Hey, tell them to get some sleep later. As long however long y'all take, that's how long I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
I mean, what y'all gonna do? Come in here, beat me up? Nigga, let's go. I've been on that. Let's do there's nothing you could really tell me. I'm in a box already. You got me. And it's the most
Exactly.
you could do to me without getting on the news. This the most you could do to me. But I'm trying to push you to do whatever. I'm trying to push you to do it. Do it. Do it. I'm gonna take it out on your people. This is the racism. We back on track, right? I'm gonna take it out on your people. You know what I'm saying? Because you helping them. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna give them the advantage every chance you get. And just like the Riverside County jail situation, y'all get upset at me because I didn't lose. Administration get
Hey,
mad at me. So now I'm gonna get punished.
they really be
Oh,
tripping on that though.
oh, nigga, they put me in the newspaper and they put me in the newspaper and said it wrong. They made it like I was a mass murderer running around the county jail with shit to try to stab 100 people, which I was trying to stab about 20 people. But that's because about 20 people got involved. And here we go. This is gonna be a call. I'm gonna end it with this. My mother told me on the phone when I ended up in the hole permanently. That's how I ended up in the hole permanently when I tell that story. Is remember I told you the white dude called me nigger. I chimped out on him, broke his nose, bit a hole in his back, choked him out, let the police spray him, kicked him to the police so they could spray him. Then after that, the police did whatever they did to me. Well, we go back and forth in the cell. Oh man, you're a punk. All right, your kids is punks. What? I'll come over there and then get slapped with the handcuffs on. All this shit. Then you didn't kick my toenail off my damn toe. I didn't have no shoes on. You got a boot. You got me by handcuffs. You taking me from the situation. You walking me down the wall. Every step you kicking the shit out of my toe with a boot. Bam. Come on, let's go. Bam. Let's go. Bam. Until it's no toenail on the shit. The shit's broke. And then and then ain't nothing I can do about it. So what you want me to do? I'm not the type of person to give you. Hey, if it hurts, it's gonna still hurt if I'm yelling or not. So let me just ask you: are you done? Just walk. I mean, hey, are you done, bro? It's broke. What else can you do to it? Come on. All right. Throw me in the thing. This in Riverside, this in Temecula in Southwest, and all the skinheads. Remember, I told you they used to do the clothing exchange with
Yeah.
Kyle, the little buff young one that's around my age. He ain't buff. He on the beginning of the steroid program, so he chubby, but he walking like this. Name Smalls. His name is Smalls. I was on it. Me and him. I'm telling you, the other dude got slammed because of him. You know what I'm saying? That was like, yeah, you want to talk about something? Talk about that. What? I heard you did. Whatever. Let's go to war. Anyway, this the racial situation. My mother, when that situation happened, I don't go to the hole, and it was the white dude. My mother told me. I said, yeah, they put me in the hole when they let me on the phone. They put me in the hole. I got into it with the white dude and shit. Oh yeah, well, just don't do anything to any Mexicans because they're just like us. I said, well, you need to come in here and tell them that because them motherfuckers tried to help him. That's who I had to pull out the burner out of my sock because I'm getting into it with this dude who is, hey, me and this dude, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I figured it out. I figured it out before that because when I first got locked up in the county jail in San Diego for this thing, a big white dude was punking this little Asian dude just because he didn't have no people. Punking him, took his shoes, was talking crazy to him, kick him off the phone, make him sleep on the tier, all that, right? So,
Mhm.
um, I'm 20, just turned 20. You know me already, but I just turned 20, so this before somebody said calm down. I'm like, well, check it out. Is the because I heard somebody say the little Asian dude's supposed to be half black or something. Hey, he black, he claiming black. Yeah, he said he half black. Oh, put on your shoes then. We finna go. You can't do nothing to no black. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you're claiming black, you're black. I made sure he was black. Scott's black, right? That's what we're doing here, right? Yeah, okay. Cool. Put on your shoes. I used to get tired of the white dude bullying his son too over the phone. Just what? Get your and just talking crazy to him. He one of them dudes that'll talk crazy to his wife, but then would respect you in public though. He won't do none of that. And then he was punking the little dude. He was a bully. And so my job is to bully the bully. So I put on my cape. I was at work. Um, but then we rush in there, me, two other dudes rush up in there, up in his cell. They put him on the wall. I told the homies, the homie from the East Coast, the homie from I think the other homie was a blood. Uh Told him, hey, we get on him, y'all just do whatever, but back up because I'm wild. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be on him. You ain't gotta worry about that. So
Hey,
man, yeah, you gotta
hey,
cut your
we got to get ready to wrap this up. Uh, so go ahead and finish saying what you were saying, Brody.
nah, end of the story is that um what was I saying? You can kill it if you want. I'll finish this shit later. But
My bad, man.
no, you were supposed to have been done 15 minutes ago. I just jumped in late because I had to pick up my wife too. But
Oh no, it's all good. We definitely gonna have you back either tomorrow or the following day after that. You know what I'm saying? Because you come with great stories that's relevant to the things that we talk about. You know what I'm saying? You always on point with, bro.
oh, but to end it, like the racial shit is like the racial shit is dictated by that's just the program that the administration designed to make it easy for them. And to make it easy for them, they didn't care if it was going to be complicated for everybody else. It's easy for them. We're going to put all the peas and all the peas and corn on this shelf. We're going to put all the bread items on this shelf. And we're going to put all the ice cream and shit on this shelf. If some shit get mixed up and shit, then we got one motherfucker to go and just put shit back where it belong, huh? You don't belong over here. You don't belong. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you a white crip? No, you supposed to be, you in the frozen you in the frozen aisle in the bottom up under the non-dairy ice cream. We ain't trying to have no issues with people trying to find you.
All right, because you know they coming.
Oh
You
yeah.
know they coming.
Are you the Mexican crip? Oh, okay. Well, we respect it. We respect it. We respect it. We hope you get far in the organization. and that's race in prison. So next time, man. Hey, Lebo
Oh
told me one
man.
time, and shout out, man, hey, free. And when I say free the homies, I don't mean free like these niggas be saying like free some rapist ass bull nigga that ain't did nothing. I'm talking about free niggas that did their time and have changed and are ready to be free. So
Exactly.
free hand dog. But I remember, man, rest in peace to the homie Lebo, man. I hope I ain't saying too much. But Lebo told me, I asked Lebo, I say, hey man, why do Mexicans respect hen dogs so much? He said, big dog, it's because he's one of them. He said,
Lebo was crazy.
he
Lebo,
said,
hey,
he,
man.
look, he said, and to them, he's the Mexican that runs the Crips. I said, for sure, huh? He said, that's how it is, baby bird. Let's get ready to go to yard. You got the burner? No, we used to call it the bottom line. You got the bottom line? Yeah, let's ride. Put some coffee on the outside of it so the police don't want to mess with it.
Hey,
Yeah.
people, the person that he's talking about, the homie Lebo, I didn't even know he passed away. That's crazy. But as he's describing Lebo, that's exactly how he was. And with them two together, with Lebo and Face together, oh man. And the
No,
homie that
nobody
they
else to
talking
live with.
about, yeah, the homie that they talking about, the homie Hen Dog, right? Man, hey man, that's the homeboy right there. I can see them looking at him as the Crip shot caller too. For real, for real.
Hey,
That's
and shout out
crazy.
to, like I say, man, rest in peace to Lebo, man.
Rest in
Lebo,
peace to Lebo.
look, they used to make me and Lebo live together because they was like, can't nobody live with neither one of y'all. So y'all got to get along, whatever y'all got going on. Remember, I used to just move out on that nigga. I just put all my shit
Yeah.
on the tier. I put all my shit on the tier on that nigga one time because he told me I could get the bottom bunk and he lied. When I went to move back down there with him, he had all this shit on the bottom. I was like, I thought I was moving. Like, oh, they already did the move. Big dog, come on home. And I remember he turned around and I flashed. I had a tantrum and I had like a coffee cup, a tumbler, and I threw it at his motherfucking head, but I missed it and hit the wall. And that nigga turned around, and then the homie looked sleep from Palm Oak, which is like, I'm like, nah, man. You know that nigga said I was supposed to get. I was like, fuck it, man. I'm already in there now, but I'm like, cool. If I
Who you
would have
say
hit
from Palmetto?
Sleep, remember Sleepy? Sleep was my
Oh
celly
yeah,
at
yeah,
first. We were cellies
yeah.
first, me and Lebo, but then me and Sleep. Because Lebo came over from another yard to be in my cell. Then he moved down to 112. And then Sleep moved in there with me. Then I moved back down there with Lebo because Face moved, Big Face. Somebody moved. Somebody moved on me. It was like, no, he kicked that nigga Hustle Man out. The one that did my tattoos and shit. The one
Yeah.
that
Hustle Man. Hustle
yeah,
Man is also the same guy that Throwdown from Park Village beat up.
yeah.
Remember that?
And Brandy beat him up. Remember that?
Oh man.
Yeah, that's after Brandy beat him up, then he went down there with Lebo. Then Lebo was like, nope, nope.
Hey man, look, we gonna save all the rest of this for the next show. We gotta get up out of here, man. It's always a pleasure having my brother up in here with me, man. Shout out to my boy Face the Music. I appreciate you pulling up, bro. I appreciate everybody, all the Round Table family for pulling up, bro. You got any departing words?
Yeah, man, be on the lookout for yourself because you're coming up in life. w.com.org/
Indeed, indeed. Indeed. Hey man. But I appreciate you for pulling up, bro. We're gonna try to get back to this tomorrow, or if not tomorrow, the following day after that. You know what I'm saying? Much love. Make sure you tell sis I send my love to her too. Respect always there, bro. Love and appreciate you both.
All the time, man. Thank you.
For sure, for sure. Hey, and to the Roundtable family, man, I appreciate y'all for showing up. Much love and appreciation. If you haven't already did it, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Swing Low Podcast Show. Do Rock Creep. I would definitely appreciate that. I love all y'all. Thank you all for participating in the chat. Y'all just don't know how lit y'all made this one, man. Love and appreciate you all, man. Y'all take care. Y'all stay safe out there. Love and appreciate each other. Let the people that's in your life know you love and appreciate them while you can, because tomorrow's promised to none of us. You feel me? But on that note, I'm going to get up out of here. I love and appreciate you all. Till the next time we meet at this round table, Triple Gang.